Good morning.
Good morning.
It's us again. Okay, so today may be a TMI day. So if you don't want to hear TMI, today might not be the day to listen. I don't know that I have any wonderful information to share with you or wonderful nuggets. I have things to share with you that are truth. I promise to live out loud, to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, as you've seen in some of my pictures. So today is a better day so far than yesterday. Yesterday was a not so good day for me. I started out strong in the morning. I felt pretty good. I was strong yesterday morning, I think, when I got up. But the thing about being a cancer survivor, which is even hard for me to even say, is it sneaks up on you and it bites you. And so yesterday was a not so good day for me in physical recovery as well as mainly emotional recovery. I think yesterday was a emotionally vulnerable day, maybe. Is that a way to say that?
I think that's a good way of putting it.
First, I was just, my emotions have a lot to do with my myasthenia. Stress causes my myasthenia to act up. So it just will bring me down. So I was extra tired yesterday. Plus, anybody who lives out in this neck of the woods knows that we didn't have electricity starting at what, 9:30 yesterday?
9:30 and 10.
But fortunately, I have a husband who has generators, and he rigged us up some air conditioning, a fan, and TV. So I was very fortunate. So even though we didn't have electricity, I had air, which was wonderful. So it wasn't that I was overly hot in that regard. But I did a lot of thinking because it was pretty quiet for quite a long time around here. And sitting quiet can be dangerous. It can be very dangerous because when I sit quiet, my mind thinks. And it thinks about all the things that are probably right underneath the surface that I don't want to be thinking about, but I probably need to be processing and dealing with. So I'm going to try to get through this without bawling. Brian saw enough of that already yesterday. So the thing I want to talk about is I haven't really discussed, I guess, intimacy a lot. And I don't mean that as in a sexual intimacy necessarily. I just mean as a woman. You know, we are built to nurse our children. We are built to carry our children. And nursing our children, of course, our breasts are very important. I mean, that's how we provide nutrition for our children. And with that, our breasts are sensitive. They have feelings. They are sensitive to the touch. The thing about a mastectomy that it robs from you, it just isn't the appearance that it robs from you. It is your feelings. It is all your sensation throughout your chest. So basically, they take everything. I know you've seen my pictures because physically, I'm better, I think, right now than I am emotionally. They take anything and everything because, you know, you can't detect what is taken. And I am very grateful and thankful they took everything that they needed to take to make me cancer free. But they take, you know, they take your nipples, they take your skin, they take your tissue, they take all your nerves, they take all of those things. So basically everything from, you know, about the tip of my sternum to about right here, my collarbone is numb. It's like if you go to the dentist and they put the medicine in your mouth and it's numb. Now you can feel some pressure, but it's not the same sensitivity. Now, for a guy, you kind of know that sensitivity, but it's different for men than it is for women. So emotionally, I'm dealing with that because I think about, my children that I actually breastfed only one of my children, but still I nestled them into my breasts and I held them and I cuddled them tight. Even just hugging my husband or having skin to skin contact, hugging my children, just that close touch is different. From here to my sternum, that is something that I am dealing with right now emotionally. It sounds kind of crazy. It's easier for me just to rip my shirt off and show you my scars and say, this is it. This is what it took to save my life. I told Brian, I said, it doesn't bother me to go out in public. If people stare physically, I don't really care. Within myself, I still feel pretty. I still feel okay within myself and secure within myself in those regards. It's the emotional toll that I feel within myself that makes it hard. It's the part of me that feels like, okay, so I have to do some clarification here. I told Brian last night, I said, it is in no way, shape, or form, I want to be very clear about this, has my husband ever in any way not supported my decisions 100%? Ever in any shape or form has he ever tried to persuade me into making a decision that he thought he wanted versus what I wanted? Ever. Never. But, in some way, I told him last night, I said, I kind of feel as if I've cheated him. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just how I feel at times. And I have to be really real with him. And I promise to be real with y'all too. I think at times I feel as if I've cheated him because I opted not to have any reconstructive surgery. That was my choice. And I stand by that choice still today. Even though these emotions are what they are, and I'm going to get through them and I'm going to work through them, I stand by my choice. I made that choice. I logically understand my choice. And I accept my choice I made. Now, I could change my mind at any time and I could go back and I could do things differently. It's fine. I could. But my husband's okay with my choice and he supports it. He understands why I made that choice. But at times, I feel as if maybe I cheated him. Because in my heart at times, I want him to have this whole woman. I want him to have this whole wife. And he says to me, I have you. And that's what's important to me. It's not how you look. It's that I have you. And I appreciate those words and I appreciate his heart. But the emotion for me is still raw and it's still there. And it's grief. It's getting through that grief process. And so for me, it's still just kind of raw at times. Because, I think we all have things that, are just emotionally raw for us. And this is so raw for me right now. It is so just raw. I don't even know what else to say. And I didn't even really realize that it was bothering me as much, I guess, as it was until yesterday. And sitting in that quiet and not hearing any noise really brought it to the surface. And it just like put it in my face. It had come up a couple of times and I was good at pushing it down. But yesterday it just really just came bubbling out. So I just wanted to be really real with y'all and let you know kind of just where I was and kind of what's just going on in my life. So if you want to pray me through that, I would so appreciate it, because that's where I am. If you got any great words to share with me, I am 100% ready to hear them. And I want you all to have a great day. It is hump day, and for me, I have to write it on the calendar. It's transformation day 24, and we're going to go to the gym and we're going to work out. And today I actually have done all my exercises 6 times, my arm exercises, which is what I have to do. So today I'm actually going to try to add in just a little bit of weight. I'm not at 100% any means, but I am slowly trying to get there physically. And they told me whenever I had this process, they said it will take a year, 1 year, for you to really get back on your feet. And I thought, a year? What? I'm stronger than that. It's not going to take me a year. And I didn't really get it. I thought physically it may not take me a year, but emotionally it's going to take me a year, because there's so much still to process and so much still to do. And it's grief, and grief is a process. You don't ever really finish it. I think you just kind of work through it and accept it. So let me see if my partner in crime here has anything he wants to add before I hop off of here. Partner in crime, you got anything you want to say?
No.
Got anything you want to add to what I said?
You're doing good.
He says I'm doing good. We'll see. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Happy hump day.